I'm Dr. Michelle Collins, and I'm the Program Director for the Nurse Midwifery Education Program at Vanderbilt University School of Nursing. One of the unique things about our Nurse Midwifery program is the quality of the faculty. They are a diverse group of individuals who are known nationally for their work, for their presentations, and their publications. Their range of interests span the gamut of midwifery care. They also have a broad range of experience, from out-of-hospital birth, home birth, to high-risk hospital birth experience. And another unique thing about our faculty is that we are all clinically active. Every single one of our nurse midwifery faculty actively practices as part of the nurse midwifery faculty practice here at Vanderbilt, which I think puts us in a unique position to be actively doing what we're teaching, which may not always be the case in every program. We feel that staying clinically active keeps us all more in touch with what the students are going through on a day-to-day basis in their clinical rotations. But it's also very important for us as a faculty to stay current with clinical practice and clinical issues. The nurse midwifery faculty are also very active on national committees and hold positions not only in midwifery organizations but also other important healthcare organizations that interface with nurse midwifery organizations. When you are a nurse midwifery student at Vanderbilt, you will not have to find your own clinical sites. The program takes care of that for you. So that takes a lot of the pressure off of the student who thinks that they may have to come in finding their own clinical sites. We have a very broad range of clinical sites across the country, and we feel that's a strength of the program, that we are able to give students a very diverse clinical experience. We include in our database a variety of military institutions, private practices, very large academic practices, and anything in between. So when we decide with the student where they're going to go for their clinical rotations, it's always with the thought that we want them to have a really broad range of experiences so that when they graduate, they can take all of that experience with them to their employer and be much more marketable. The quality of our sites and our preceptors is impeccable. Many of our clinical sites have preceptors who are alumni of the program, which is great because they not only know the program inside out, but they also know the expectations and the rigor of the program, and they hold the students to that in their clinical experience. This helps us maintain the quality of our graduates and helps us turn out graduates that are of the highest quality. My path to nurse midwifery came from a long road of being a nurse, a labor and delivery nurse, pediatric nurse, and childbirth educator. And I always had that innate knowledge that women had the power to labor and give birth without interference from the medical side of the world. So I got to the point in my nursing career where I felt like I really couldn't participate any longer in things that were inherently against my belief in how women labor and birth. And in my undergraduate education, I had spent a semester in England, and so I was exposed to midwives and the model of midwifery care that is used there. And then I became interested in it in the United States, and that led me back to graduate school. And once I became a nurse midwife, I worked in a small private practice in Illinois, and then eventually was led to a career here at Vanderbilt in nurse midwifery.